Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI, everybody. I'm Nintendo Capri-san. I'm here as Locke, who is Dine, and I have my partner with me, Diana. Dine and Diana. Two very similar names. And I'm just kind of picking the boxes of some of my fellow teachers here who have things to teach me, but I don't bother learning because I already know the stuff that they would have to say anyway. So I'm just not even messing with it right now. My nose is very runny for some reason, but we got a monster in a box, and he dropped something. I wasn't really looking. I think it was a tincture, which is this game's version of like an ether, but it's a little bit weaker. It gives you MP, maybe not very much, but then MP is not exactly a commodity that you're solely grasping for straws at this point. Like, what do you call that when you're like trying to get something? It's not a commodity that you're overtly seeking at this point. Jeez, why can't I come up with the words? I don't know. That's okay, though. Well, if I hadn't just streamed for the last 5 hours, maybe I'd be better at coming up with words, but oh well. Reflect. Yeah, these guys will all basically tell you all this stuff, but I feel like, you know, if you were new to the game, this would be a little bit much. Of course, they probably say, like, yeah, get some experience before coming in here. Well, anyway, experience is not our issue there. I must face him alone. So one of the few times you actually see the well, that didn't last very long, did it? Gee whiz. Let's see if it keeps the music that it was just playing there. Yeah, normally in the overworld you don't hear this music, you hear a different theme. So it's kind of interesting your first time out here, you know, hearing this music as you take your walk through. Because you don't really feel that sense like you've recovered from everything that's happened yet. Wow! Was the encounter rate always this bad? I don't know. I think I'm going to cut out that last one because I kind of got cut off a little bit there or something, but I don't know, there's not going to be much of a rhyme or reason to why or when I cut battles in this thing for the foreseeable future. But I do believe that the more we get into the game, the more often I'll do it. I'm just going to let this theme play out for a minute here, because what a good fucking theme it is. Actually, gonna stop by here and grab a couple things. Yeah. So you can pretty much get whatever you want here. I don't know, I guess tonics might not be the worst thing in the world, but you're gonna be picking enough of those up as it is. Soft, that's not a bad thing there. Yeah. Yeah, the first time you come into this castle and you hear this music, man, I can't even remember how I reacted. It's a little overwhelming, to be honest, because, like, just the absolute regality of it, you know, the epicness, the politics. You can feel it all. It's just all over the place. Of course, this king is no indication of where politics would be at a place such as this. And naturally, being someone who's no good at politics myself, I feel like this guy is the person I'd like to take for myself. The only thing is, how am I going to name him after myself when I only got 6 characters to work with? Well, I mean, it boils down to either NCS or Tim, I really don't know, or Timbo. Sometimes I do Timbo, you know. I'll just go with NCS because everybody else I'm naming them after their internet names, so I'll use mine as well. I am NCS, King of Figaro. I will not tell you what it stands for. Surprised someone like me knows the king? Yeah, I know. They're so cool. Then he just pieces out because whatever. Well, I should certainly hope not, mister. Oh wait, I'm talking about myself here. First of all, your beauty has captivated me. Mood. So I didn't know if you're on my... Okay, well, you know, maybe he's taking a little far there, but... I don't know, man. What's with you, anyway? Guess my technique's getting a bit rusty. As if you ever had one. I suppose a normal girl would have found him dashing, but I'm hardly normal. Don't ever try to be normal. That's overrated. You just be you. Because you're beautiful just the way you are. Ha, look at you. I could kiss you if I wasn't a cartoon. Anyway, I'm gonna stare at you for a couple of minutes. Alright, anyway, come back in here if you need to rest. You can actually rest here. I can't see why you would really need to. But, there's a lot of exploring you could do here. You could talk to soldiers. Find out about, well, yeah, let's just talk to them and see. This is Figaro, the desert castle. It's a desert castle, so apparently, even in those days, you had two NPCs that would say the same thing. Oh, what's this little girl so excited about? His Highness said he'd marry me when I got older. Excuse me. I'm a lot of things, but that's disgusting. Yes, that's a twin bro. He was such a nice boy. Okay, I don't have a bro, though. Well, I'm about to, though. Brother, what's wrong with father? What's all this talk of his successor? Are you blind? Look how thin his face has become. It's not fat like us anymore. Brother. Sorry, bro. I gotta go take a dump. What a way to ruin a moment. I mean, tears. Seriously, dude. Come on, man. Talking about taking dumps. NCS's twin bro. Name has been captured by Rexara 888. I probably should have asked you if there was a certain way you wanted me to spell this. But, I never got around to it. I assume Rex is okay? Well, how about Rex 888? There we go. Because otherwise I could have gone with Rexara, like R-E-X-A-R-A or something like that, but I don't know. I mean, I figure the aura is part of it's an essential part of your name. Probably your identity is somewhat linked to that as well. I feel like most people, when they choose their names, they kind of put some of themselves into that name. I mean, I don't know about Nintendo Capri Sun as far as being part of who I am. The Nintendo, yeah. Capri Sun, a little less so, but whatever. I don't need that much sugar, he says, with a glass of Coke sitting next to him on the table. Anyway, that's all you really need to do is just unlock that cutscene, and once you do that, just head right back to the throne room and you can make progress here. Yeah, this is one of those points in the game, though, where it kind of doesn't tell you what to do, so you just have to kind of figure it out by wandering around. Well, how do you like my castle? Oh boy. Probably Kefka, he's... ugh. Huh, huh, huh. Well, excuse me, but I'd rather not pay $3,000 rent a month, you know? Sand on my boots! Now you know the meme. You know the name, now own the watch. Shut up, you fuck. Idiots. He was that close to the castle. Golly jeez, push that guy right out of the way. And now I'm in control of myself. Yay, how about that? You never know who you'd be controlling in this game. Wait, Dine? You have nothing to say, have you? You've been busy down south looking for more cities to destroy? Ah. Maybe they're just visiting, I don't know. Uh-huh. girl of no importance, yeah. If it's no importance, why are you out here, then? That's a tough one. You see, there's more girls here than grains of sand out there. I can't keep track of them all. But it's true, I can't. Precious Figaro. Well, my castle does mean a lot to me. Threats like that we don't take lightly. What do you think, Dine? Should we do something about this? Where's Diana? She's just waiting back here. I'd love to chat with you, but the Chancellor and I must plan our strategy. Sometimes I hate being a king, if you'll excuse me. Bye. Follow me. Alright. And now you get to walk at the same time as him? Whoa. I think that's also a first for Final Fantasy, like, walking behind someone and them just moving independently of you. It's usually when you went somewhere as a group, they all just kind of walk together, you know? This is Figaro. I know. Said that already. That's Treasure Hunter, you. I called him a thief in the last video. I was gonna put in a little text bubble that said Treasure Hunter, but it seemed kind of superfluous. I don't know, man. Uh-oh. Oh, so what do you do, you know? What do you do in that kind of a situation? Music slowly fades out as Diana has her pensive moment. Hell, I know which way is right. That's what makes life so goddamn hard sometimes, though, you know? And more flashbacks, I guess. Or not. Uh-oh. What's going on? What the... It's a good thing I wear my sprint shoes to bed. Man, I can't wait till we get sprint shoes. Oh, well, I tell ya. It's also a good thing I sleep during the day. It's the Empire. It's Kefka. He went and did it. He's been waiting here this whole time. Oh, dang it. Fire, fire. Fire. Oh. Bring me the girl now. I don't know what you're talking about. Then welcome to my barbecue. Gee, these guys are... You know, maybe you should stop screaming and try doing something about it. Hello? You think I don't have plans for when something like this comes up? Trust me, I guess I have no choice. And away we go. Maybe I do. You tell that asshole. Jump! Snap! Snap! Oh. See how they don't like move in a straight line. They're all moving independent of each other. This was so cool to see in the old days, I tell ya. Nowadays we take it for granted that characters move like actual people, you know, in games. For the longest time, they were just pawns on a board, you know? They could move one square, or they could do that. I'm sorry, but even now, that shit is so cool. It'd be amazing if you could really do that in the world. Get them! Oh god, here they come. So even the bad guys are moving all, like, erratically and stuff. Not just one square this way. Okay. So we get ourselves a back attack here. We've seen a couple of these before. But the problem here is that, hang on, I'm trying to cross my legs over here. The problem is that, like, it reverses the rows that you're in, so now Diana's in the front row. We don't want her up there, so That? It's one of my favorite scenes in the entire game right here. Look at how she's just looking away like, oh, I didn't do anything. This kid seems loaded for bear. Huh. Here's looking at you, kid. Whoops. Magic. She used magic? Diana, where on the earth? Diana, where on earth did you learn that? Sorry, it's just this thing I can do. You make such a big deal out of this. Me either. It's just that I've never actually seen magic before. Where'd you... And so yes, Diana can use magic and we can't. That's the only difference between us. Fact is, we could use her help. Oh my god, these guys are so fucking horny. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be cussing so much today. Like, what? Stop swooning. Who said that? They did, I guess? I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna try and keep stealing here a little bit. I'm also gonna get her way out of that back row. Haha. I was trying to auto-crossbow them, but, I guess it's not bad using that either. I'm gonna tonic her. Wait. There, do that. Oh, actually, NCS is needing it now. Whoop! There we go, one down. And he's dead. Crap. Yeah, let's just fight him off. It's not actually that bad of a fight. Yeah, Figaro! Alright. Oh, it's just so good, like... You never really... I mean... It's weird, because at this point in the game, you don't really have a sense for how well the characters know each other. But you also feel like they make a really good team, you know? And if only all differences could be resolved so easily for people to just look and say, look, you know, we have different things that we can do, different abilities. But that doesn't mean we have to hate each other or distrust each other. Our mentor Banendorf. Maybe. Yeah, hang on. She's like, hang on a second. What did you just say? He said no human seems to have the powers that she has. Just went a little out of line there. A little out of line there, whoever it was that said that, I forget. It's so easy to forget, too, because, you know, when you play enough RPGs, you take this thing for granted. Most RPGs, even the big ones like Octopath and stuff, you just kind of take it for granted that magic is a thing in the world. That people can use it, or, you know, that people can learn it. You can just go buy at the dime store down the street. And everybody has MP, and they just use it for all sorts of different things. But in this game, magic is like, it's a big deal. There's nobody, you know, it's not something that you're just born with. And it's hardly something that you could conceivably expect to ever be able to do in your life, you know? It's like the real world, basically. Like, nobody knows how to use magic in the real world. But that's where we are. Anyway. We're here at this random cave. This random person here is like, hey, where are you headed? Through the cave and eastward to South Figaro. And get me a phoenix down while you're at it. So return to the castle if you can find it. So that's where we'd be. That's where we'd be at. That's only 20 minutes, but you know what? Well, don't want him to get too long here. So, yeah, I'm just going to hang out here behind this rock. And next time on Final Fantasy VI, we'll make way to meet up with Banendorf. We probably, I don't know if we'll actually get to him, because there's a couple of things on the way, but whatever. That's a surprise. You have to wait till next time to hear about that. See you guys later.